So let's take these 4 ways again: carefree data usage, independent data diligence, organizational governance with no data intelligence tools, and organizational governance with DI tools. So again, as I said, if you're doing it from just carefree data usage, you're going to have like no time needed from these data stewards, and effort, a little bit of effort from your data requesters and consumers and your creators, and maybe getting the tools and data system gatekeepers involved, but no effort here. But you're going to have this inefficiencies due to unnecessary rework and expertise and knowledge and this risk and inaccuracy. Okay. So now for that independent data diligence, you will pull in now these data stewards, which they may not officially be data stewards, but you're experts, where you're going to be reaching out to them as a developer or something and getting more people involved, and that's adding some additional effort there. And you're going to get a lot less in terms of this rework and expertise and knowledge. And hopefully that's going to eliminate a lot of this risk over here. But there's still inefficiencies to all of this effort to reach out and contact them, or to ask questions or get that knowledge. It's going to be where we talked about in that example of not having formal processes for that. It's going to cause a lot of issues. All right, so if you do have your governance processes, but you don't have any real tools for it, you're adding a bunch of effort for your oversight team and your triage roles, and stewards and technical tools and data systems gatekeepers. They're all going to be doing the having effort, but again, you're reducing, or you're adding these other people that might be involved in terms of oversight. You don't have any tools yet, so you don't have any additional cost there. But you're going to have reduced inefficiencies in this process, because you're going to know who to contact and know how to do that, and you're going to get a lot more value again out of the back end of this. So it's a little more effort up front, but it's a lot more efficient for those people. So it really, actually, in this picture doesn't really represent it, is that the total amount of time for your requesters and your creators goes down, because they've got much, from the previous process without any process, because they've got, they know who to ask, and they know how to get responses and everything. And then lastly, you've got this sort of, if you've got this with the data intelligence tool, is you still have kind of effort for everyone, but it's a much more efficient process. So as we always say, that if you believe in data, the value of data governance in terms of reducing risk and building trust and having reuse and all those types of things and efficiencies you get from having well-documented good requirements and all those kinds of things. If you believe in that, when people say this is going to take a lot of work, the answer is, well, if we're doing that already very inefficiently, we can improve the efficiency of that process by having, known paths for people, and known roles and known repositories for people to search and find things, and who to ask, and standards for things to do. And that can create a lot of, that will reduce the effort of doing governance through good processes, right? And through that, you're going to reduce the, increase the value of your return through trusted stuff. And then lastly, if you have a good DI tool like the Data Cookbook or some other commercial products, that can add some effort with setting up and implementing the tool, but that will create more efficiencies in those processes, automated workflows, a lot more automation in data discovery, and all those kinds of things. So the main point of this is people who come and say, like, data governance seems like a lot of work. I'm not sure we want to do it. Or that data intelligence tool, that data governance tool seems like a lot of work. I'm not sure we want to do it, right? What people are really saying is that they want to stay in a carefree data usage environment, because as soon as you agree that you can't live, or you shouldn't live, in a carefree data usage environment, you're going to have to do all this data governance work. You just, the more you can create processes around that and support around that through, known workflows and processes and much automated tools that you can, the better it's going to be. So that's the argument here, is that as soon as you leave carefree data usage, the more formalized you get, the better it's going to be.